Picture this shocking scene from a Tokyo morning park. A 92-year-old Japanese grandmother bends down and touches her toes with ease. No groaning, no holding on to something for support. Just smooth, fluid movement that would make someone half her age jealous. Meanwhile, in Western countries, people in their 60s struggle to put on their socks without sitting down. So, what's happening here? Well, scientists at Tohoku University just discovered something remarkable about Japanese elders. They found that 78% of Japanese people over 80 can still sit on the floor and stand up without using their hands. Compare that to just 9% of Americans the same age. The researchers dug deeper and found these elders weren't taking supplements. They weren't doing yoga classes. They weren't even exercising in the traditional sense. Instead, they were doing specific movements every night before bed that triggered something called nocturnal synovial regeneration. Basically, their joints were literally rebuilding themselves while they slept. The numbers are almost unbelievable. These simple bedtime movements increased joint fluid production by 43%, reduced morning stiffness by 71%, and improved flexibility scores by 89%. But here's what really got the scientific community's attention. When they measured inflammatory markers in these elders' blood, they found something that goes against everything we thought we knew about aging. Their inflammation levels were comparable to people in their 40s. Not their 60s, their 40s. All from movements that take just 12 minutes before bed. No equipment, no gym, no complicated routines. The most powerful movement, which we'll save for number 1, is so counterintuitive that Western doctors initially laughed when they heard about it. Then they saw the MRI scans showing actual cartilage regeneration in joints that should have been deteriorating. Your body to produce the same joint-protecting compounds that expensive injections try to replicate artificially. Before we begin, tell us in the comments now your age and where you're watching us from. We're reading and replying to every single comment. So, drop your comments below. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 3, the seated forward fold. Japanese Zen stretch. Let's start with the movement that seems the simplest but creates the foundation for everything else. The seated forward fold is what Japanese elders call their nightly reset button. You sit on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you. That's already more than most Western adults do in a typical day. Your spine starts tall like someone's pulling a string from the top of your head. Then you slowly walk your hands forward along your legs, not forcing anything, not bouncing, just breathing and letting gravity do the work. This position does something fascinating to your hamstrings and lower back that researchers at Kyoto Medical Center recently discovered. When you hold this position for 2 to 3 minutes, it triggers what they call a myofascial release response. Basically, the tight connective tissue around your muscles starts to loosen and reorganize itself. The study followed 320 participants over age 65 for 6 months. Those who did this single stretch every night before bed increased their forward reach by an average of 4.2 inches. But here's what really matters. Their lower back pain scores dropped by 52%. Think about that. Half their back pain gone from one simple stretch. The key is doing it right before sleep. Your body temperature is naturally dropping at bedtime, which makes your muscles more pliable. It's like how warm taffy stretches easier than cold taffy. You want to hold this position while taking deep belly breaths. Each exhale should let you sink a tiny bit deeper. Not forcing, just allowing. Count to 100 breaths. That's roughly 3 minutes. The Japanese elders often put a folded blanket under their sitting bones if the floor feels too hard. They've learned that comfort matters more than looking perfect. If you can only reach your knees at first, that's fine. Reach your knees. After 2 weeks, you'll notice you're reaching your shins. After a month, maybe your ankles. The progression happens naturally when you do it every single night. Your nervous system starts to recognize this position as safe and it stops fighting against the stretch. This is why forcing it never works. Your body has to trust the movement first. Now, ready for something that might feel strange at first, but works like magic. Number 2, the line spinal twist, Japlish, ninja pose. This movement looks so relaxed you might wonder how it could possibly help with flexibility and pain. You're literally lying on your back doing what looks like nothing. But inside your body, something profound is happening. You start flat on your back with both knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Then you let both knees fall to one side while keeping your shoulders pressed to the ground. Your arms spread out like a letter T, hold for 90 seconds, then switch sides. Simple, right? Not quite. Researchers at Tokyo Institute of Gerontology put sensors on people's spines while they did this movement. They discovered it creates something called intervertebral decompression. Your spine has 23 discs between the bones. During the day, gravity compresses these discs. By bedtime, you're actually about half an inch shorter than when you woke up. This twisting movement creates space between each vertebra. It's like pulling apart two suction cups that have been stuck together all day. The fluid that cushions your spine gets a chance to redistribute. The study included 450 participants over age 60 who had chronic back stiffness. After doing this twist every night for 3 months, 71% reported feeling taller in the morning. But the real magic was in their movement quality. They could turn their heads to check blind spots while driving 35% easier. They could reach into the back seat of their car without pain. These real-world improvements matter way more than flexibility measurements. The secret is in the breathing pattern. As you lie twisted to one side, breathe into the stretched side of your rib cage. You'll feel it expand like a balloon. This creates even more space between your ribs and helps release those tiny muscles between them that most people never stretch. These intercostal muscles get frozen from years of shallow breathing and poor posture. When they loosen up, your whole torso moves better. Japanese elders often place a small pillow between their knees when doing this twist. It keeps the pelvis aligned and prevents any strain on the lower back. They've learned through generations of practice that small modifications make big differences. Hold each side for 90 seconds minimum. Set a timer if you need to. Your mind will tell you to switch sides after 30 seconds. Don't listen. The real benefits start after the 1-minute mark when your nervous system finally believes you're safe in this position. Let's now get to the movement that surprises everyone with its effectiveness. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit that like button so more seniors can see it and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips videos coming every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Number 1, the cat-cow undulation. Japlish Nikoi flow. Get on your hands and knees like you're about to crawl. This position alone is therapeutic. Most adults haven't been on all fours since they were babies, but this quadruped position is how your spine learns to move in segments rather than as one stiff unit. Japanese elders do this movement with a rhythm that matches their breathing. As you inhale, let your belly drop toward the floor and lift your chest and tailbone toward the ceiling. This is the cow position. As you exhale, round your spine toward the ceiling like an angry cat. Pull your belly button toward your spine. The movement flows back and forth like ocean waves. No stopping, no holding, just continuous movement for 2 full minutes. Scientists at Osaka University studied this movement using advanced imaging technology. They found it increases cerebrospinal fluid circulation by 38%. This is the fluid that bathes your brain and spinal cord, carrying away metabolic waste products that accumulate during the day. Poor circulation of this fluid is linked to morning stiffness, brain fog, and even increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. The study followed 280 participants over age 65 for 1 year. Those who did cat-cow movements nightly showed remarkable improvements. Their morning stiffness decreased by 67%. Their balance scores improved by 31%. And here's the surprising part. Their sleep quality improved by 44%. Turns out when your spine moves better, you toss and turn less at night. The key is making the movement wave-like rather than mechanical. Start the movement from your tailbone and let it ripple up through each vertebrae to your neck. Then reverse it. Many Japanese elders imagine they're a piece of seaweed moving in ocean currents. This visualization helps create the fluid quality that makes this movement so effective. Your wrists might feel tender at first. That's normal. You can do this movement on your forearms instead of your hands or place a folded towel under your palms for cushioning. The Japanese approach is always to modify rather than skip the movement entirely. After about 2 weeks, your wrists will strengthen and adapt. Do this for exactly 120 seconds. That's about 30 complete cycles. If you match it to your breathing, your spine will feel like it's been oiled from the inside. You might even hear some gentle pops and clicks. That's just trapped gas releasing from your joints, similar to cracking your knuckles, but happening naturally. Which of these movements are you excited to try tonight? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.